with this series that we are calling Return to the Sources. And the idea really, and I'm really happy about tonight's film. I'll come to it, but I'm happy about it because it explains in a way what we meant by return to the sources. We don't mean the sources as something fixed that you can just go and enter into it. So return to the source is, on the one hand, artists, regular immigrants going back home and being changed by their return, but also changing home in a way, worrying the sources. You know, returning in a way. I wrote about this a little bit in my book, In Search of Africa, where, you know, once you leave, you can now return completely. And this is not only true for immigrants, but it's also true for everybody. You know, once you leave home, it's impossible to return, but at the same time, you return, you know, because it's that which nourishes you. And tonight's film is really putting that into context in such a way that, well, first of all, it's such a beautiful film. It made me relive the Osogbo forest. I went there one time, and I've been there several times, but one time coming from Ile-Ife, I went there, and the driver, who was a born-again Christian, kept taking me to the river where there are monkeys. He said, "Come and see the monkeys, the bird." I said, no, I came to see the Osogbo forest and the deities. So, you know, the film really is saying that the past is not dead, but that we are also alive, and that we are in relation with the past. This is really what I mean by return to the sources, where, you know, Edward Glissant liked to put it this way: I can change by exchanging with you without destroying myself or denaturing myself. So you can leave, do what you want to do, and then go back home. And when you go back home, home people are worried about you, but you also are worried about them. And then you enter in relation. This is really what we wanted to produce by Return to the Source. I have to give an official introduction because I don't want these agents to beat me up. Because usually when agents